Hi guys, it's Mama here to do another full moon confession reading for you guys. Yay! I'm doing a little shorter this time in zodiac signs. So what next zodiac sign, please? Spirit, thank you for being with us and giving us the messages we need to hear. We thank you. What is the next zodiac sign, please? The next zodiac sign, please. The next zodiac. The full moon is a super full moon. Pink. Ooh, that flipped. What was that? Ooh. Super full moon pink. And it's in the sign of Scorpio. Next zodiac sign, please. There we go. Pisces. Alright, Pisces. Feeling left out, Pisces? What are the energies for Pisces, please? What are the energies right now for Pisces, please, and thank you. Everybody's been getting Mars lately. Frustrated, frustration. Pisces, I'm getting off of this Mars energy, really some frustration. Frustration within yourself. Frustration, like you're not understanding something. You got Uranus too. Coming into deeper understanding. And you got Pluto at the bottom because it could be a fiery transitioning from different parts into another kind of phase of life. Pisces. Let's get a full moon card on my Pisces, please. On my Pisces, please. For the full moon in Scorpio. Yeah, like, it's kind of like a passionate, like I feel like you're trying to go towards your passions maybe, but it's like a passionate, but it's causing some, for you to be impatient with yourself. I feel like a lot of impatience with yourself. Maybe because you've been looking, self-reflecting, looking within, and there's some things that you don't really necessarily maybe understand or want in you. But you have to trust that you are made perfectly just the way you are. Yeah, there's things that we don't like about ourselves, but at the same time, like really learning how to work with that and really learning and having self-control in situations is going to help you go towards your goals and go towards the learning. Uranus is like a deeper learning, a deeper understanding of yourself. You got patience. Have patience with yourself. Yeah, I was picking that up earlier. Having patience with you really are having a hard time having patience with yourself and in the direction that you're going. Like you don't see any movement. Like you have tunnel vision. You might have tunnel vision too, where you're sitting there looking at a situation. Like you're only looking at one part of the situation, or you're only looking at one side of it. Look at all the sides to make your best decision. But do not have tunnel vision, because when you get tunnel vision, sometimes, and tunnel vision is not always bad. Sometimes when you get a tunnel vision, like you're just really focused, but I'm not getting that. I'm getting more like you're not looking at the whole picture. You're not able, you need to be able to see the other side. Yeah. Surrender. To surrender. Look. To surrender what... Look, she's going through the weeds. You're surrendering all the negativity, the negative thoughts, the negative talk within yourself, and also maybe the talk of other people that have spoken negatively to you, or that that have said things maybe you don't like. But you're learning to walk, to have that tunnel vision, to just walk past that, past the weeds, while surrendering to what it is. Like, it is what it is. I give it, like, you gave it your best, and there's no more you can do about it, and so you let it go, and you're trusting that it'll work out. You're trusting the universe. You're trusting the Most High, that things are gonna, at the end of the day, if you do the work, if you do put in the work, or if you don't put in the work, like, you get what you put in. And then maybe you did put in a lot of work into a situation, but it didn't pan out the way you wanted it to, and so you're surrendering those feelings. You're surrendering that no longer serves your best interest. Oh. Let's get some transformational energies for my Pisces, my little fishies. My little fishies, don't run away, fishy. Don't run away from what you gotta do to make it right, or to go in the right direction. You know what I mean? You might have thought, getting this too, you might have thought something was going to grow into like a, these are like dead. Like, you thought it was going to be this big harvest for some reason. Like, you were planting like in a soil that didn't produce, or it wasn't watered. There wasn't an equal give and take. It was only one-sided, and you couldn't run back and forth watering both sides of the grass. Basically, you had to keep going through it, and regardless, and so both like, not perished, but they weren't watered. So what happens when something's not watered? It dies. And when people are not giving back, when it's not a two-way street and there's no give and take on both sides, it dies. The feelings die. And you're surrendering that. You're saying, you know what, I can't do this anymore. And so therefore, it's not for me to have. And that I give it up. I give it to God. You might have been, It's emotional. It's very emotional. I see someone very emotional giving it to God. Yeah, heavenly signs. God has told you. He's shown you that it's a two-way street. Relationships are a two-way street, man. If they're not, if they're not for you and you're watering two sides, you're trying to keep up with, watering with the two sides doing their part. Like, that's not gonna... You try to keep, you're keeping the faith that this person is going to find, learn their lesson and find the truth. Your intuition is telling you to take the next step. Look, can't pick up anything right now. Nervousness. I know you're nervous to take the next step, but you need to take this next step in order to free yourself from your mental bondage and from this person that doesn't know how to... They left you alone. They left you alone emotionally and mentally, everything. They just weren't there for you, and you don't know how to release it sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, but you are releasing. New career. Whoa, that's a side note, huh? When you, excuse me, when you release, Look, and you're moving forward. New career. There's a new path. You saw what didn't serve you, and so you're moving on to the next thing. And the universe and God is going to reward you. New career. Because you let go. It could be something you do, like a hobby, and it turns into a business or a career. Oh, snap. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna take both of those because look at you got self-employment. See that your hobby or something that you're doing is gonna cause you to have some kind of to work for yourself. But relationship dynamics, your relationships are changing. You're moving on. You're surrendering these relationships because there's new relationships that want to come for you. When you give up the old, you get the new. You can't keep holding on to something and expect to have your hands full and expect to get more when your hands are closed and they're full. You can't. In order to get something new, you need to surrender it, so that you can get something new and someone new. See, someone new is behind you. You don't even maybe notice, and if you don't notice, it's because you're too busy trying to water both sides of this grass. But if you are moving on, which I know you will surrender it if you haven't already, there is somebody new coming in for you. And you might even not even notice them because they're behind you. They might be a friend. Maybe they haven't even said their true feelings to you yet. But yeah, you're looking into a new relationship. Alrighty, let's get some life journey from the Pisces, please, for the full moon in Scorpio. This one was a little bit longer. For Pisces, please. The universe is asking you to join in, man. Join in. Imagination. Use your imagination. Let your imagination flow again. Things might have been dry, like I said earlier. People weren't giving and taking. They were just taking. They weren't giving. And you put a stop to that, or you're going to be putting a stop to that. And it might have been a failure, dude. This relationship was a failure. But it's okay, because not everything, failures, you can learn from failures too. And move on and do better the next time with somebody else. So this is your daily affirmation, Pisces. It says, I celebrate and nourish the creative aspects of my mind. You can say that to yourself, when you're feeling, a certain kind of way. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Use your intuition too. Keep your intuition clear, and so that it can guide you in the next steps that you need to take. If you're constantly blocking yourself, your own intuition, So imagine, honey, imagine again. Use your imagination. All right, Pisces. Well, thank you for joining Mama here on another full moon confession. I'll see you guys another time. Love ya. Bye.